solve minus 4 times the absolute value of 1 minus 2x plus 6 is equal to minus 10. So if we use the steps for solving an absolute value equation, step 1 says isolate the absolute value. So that means we want to get just this absolute value term, 1 minus 2x, by itself on the left side, and everything else needs to go to the right side. So we'll start by subtracting 6 from both sides. That gives us minus 4 absolute value, 1 minus 2x is equal to minus 16. Then we'll divide both sides by negative 4. And that leaves us with absolute value 1 minus 2x is equal to 4. Okay, so moving on to step 2, if a is less than 0, there is no solution, a being the number on the right side here. Since it is not negative, it's positive, we can skip step 2. Step 3 says otherwise, if a is greater than or equal to 0, write the absolute value equation as the term in the absolute value bars equal to the positive of this number and then also equal to the negative of this number. So we'll solve two different equations. 1 minus 2x is equal to 4. And then we'll solve another equation. 1 minus 2x is equal to negative 4. So we'll have two solutions. Okay, to solve the first one, we will subtract 1 from both sides. So that gives us minus 2x is equal to 3. And then we'll divide both sides by negative 2. And that gives us x is equal to negative 3 halves. Solving the other one, we will do the same thing. Start out by subtracting 1 from both sides. So that gives us minus 2x is equal to minus 5. Then we will again divide both sides by negative 2. And that leaves us with x is equal to, the two negatives will cancel, so we get 5 halves. The last step is to check the answers in the original absolute value equation. It's always a good idea to do this if you have the time. If you're maybe in a rush, maybe you don't have to worry about it, but it's a good practice, especially if maybe you're not taking a test or something like that. Anyway, let's check the minus 3 halves solution. So we'll plug that into the original equation and verify that it gives us a true statement. So 1 minus 2, plugging this in for x, 2 times minus 3 halves. We want to verify that when we do all this, that we're going to get minus 10. So let's see what happens. First, we can see that these 2's are going to cancel, and that will leave us with 1 minus negative 3 inside the parentheses. So that's 1 plus 3 is 4, so we're going to have minus 4 times the absolute value of 4. Absolute value of 4 is just 4. And we got plus 6 here. And we want to make sure that that really is equal to minus 10. And sure enough, negative 4 times 4 is negative 16. And then if you add 6 to that, you do get negative 10. So we do end up with a true statement. Negative 10 is equal to negative 10. And that is a solution then. Okay, we'll check the other one over here, plugging in 5 halves into the original absolute value equation. Minus 4 times 1 minus 2 times 5 halves plus 6. We want to make sure that that's also equal to minus 10. So similar, the 2's can cancel right here, and we're left with 1 minus 5. So that's negative 4, but we still have those absolute value bars. So absolute value of negative 4 is positive 4. Multiplied by this negative 4, we'll get minus 16 plus 6 is again equal to negative 10. And so this solution also works. Both are indeed solutions to the original equation, and so we're done.